Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I'm doing a kind of a request. I got asked about drawing on a different piece of paper and then putting it in your art journal. So I don't know if you can see this. My light's kind of, no, there you go. It's kind of like blown out a bit. But you can see I started drawing on, this is just mixed media paper, or no, watercolor paper, I'm sorry. And, but you can use mixed media paper. Look, you can even use your, what's it called? Printer paper, whatever kind of paper you have, use it. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to trace this out. And I just had an idea in my head. I do these all the time. They're very easy. Um, and this, like I said, is just on my paper. And you can use a Sharpie. Now, this is the Adirondack Pitch Black marker. I have no idea if it is permanent or not. This is usually why I draw. I like to draw in pen because I never can trace correctly of what I drew. But anyway, you know, it's kind of like in my odd girl vein of what I'm doing. And I'm not real sure about the face or whatever. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to paint this. And I'm going to use, I was debating between pink and yellow. I think if I do yellow, it's going to look too much like a bee, and that's really not what I'm going for. So I'm just going to squeeze out some pink. This is Tickled Pink from Folk Art. And I'm going to grab a brush. And my brush is dry. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to go in, you know, I dip both sides. And I want to lay in just a base layer. This is not gessoed or, like I said, wet. I'm going in dry. And the reason I'm doing that is because any more water I add is going to make it take a little longer to dry and kind of not necessarily thin it out because yeah, you'll still get nice bright color, but I just kind of want that thickness and deliciousness. And I'm not worrying about the black going around. I'm going to test this though in a minute to see if it is permanent or if it will smear. No. And like I said, my watercolor paper is not gessoed. It is just its little self. Now, I haven't even thought through what color I was going to do the ears or not, but we're just going to go for it. Okay, and as you can see, that is it. And you can always touch up later. But you see how you get that nice pink clear color, and then you get my arm as well as I'm rinsing my brush. How you like me now? Now you've been waiting for that. Okay, so I'm going to draw this very quickly. And acrylic paint dries so fast. Not even a big deal. So I'm going to go up here in the corner and just kind of do that with my marker. And then I'm going to take my brush just with some water on it and see, oh, that is not going to move. So that's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Good. Very good. All right. And I'm kind of doing this to it, and you can see it's smearing a little bit, but I don't care. I like smudges, but I just wanted it for my outline because I'm going to cut this out. So what I'm going to do now, and this, all I did was I kind of put a line down the middle, and I did this side because I knew I wasn't going to use the whole sheet, and I'm very cheap. And you know, when you don't have tons of money, you want to save and do what you can. And I got this from, I know you guys are probably like, oh, I don't want to hear it, but I got this from Blitzy for $4, and it is the watercolor acid-free 9x12, 140 pounds, 12 sheets. And I believe it was $4. And if you don't know what Blitzy is, it is a arts and crafts delicious website that you can buy stuff up to 70% off. They have every single art or craft you would want. paper, paint, paintbrushes, sewing, clay, glue, stamps, stamp pads. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, like everything, paints and jewelry making stuff, and I could go on and on. I'll put the link down below for Blitsy. Go check it out. It is fantastic. 2-day shipping, and free shipping over $29, and it's good. I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy it. If you've bought from Blitsy, let everybody down there know what your opinion is, good or bad. Everybody has different. I have had 2 bad Blitzys. I've been using them for probably about 4 years. I've only had 2 bad things happen. One was shipping took like 2 weeks, something ridiculous. That was a couple years ago. And my other thing was something came broken, and they sent me a new one. So those were, not too bad. All right, so now what I'm going to do is cut this out. Cut it out, whatever. I'm not a really good cutter either. Let's not lie about that. I kind of cut in pieces because it's just easier for me. I hope you guys had a nice Christmas. We had a nice Christmas. I can't believe it's over. It's bizarre to me how fast it came and went. And our new year will be here soon. It's crazy. That's why they say enjoy every day, because boy, the time goes fast. And when you have kids, they just grow so fast. And before you know it, they're adults and, doing their own thing. Okay, so I cut it out. Now, I'm not going to necessarily save all of this. Little pieces. I don't know. I might save that piece. Well, that looks like a piece right there I could put in as a... Oh, yeah, I'm going to keep that. Anything else there? That looks pretty cool, too. All right, I'm going to keep this. Let's move on. All right, so now I'm going to take my art journal and pick what I'm going to use. Now, I picked this earlier. I was like, oh, what color, what colors can I do? Now, obviously, you can go through and maybe you have a crap page that you hate. I was testing out something there, testing out alcohol inks on there. I was drawing my gypsy girl before I did her on the wood. And you can see, I just play. And that's what I've been doing. So if you have something that you want to cover, of course, cover it in your journal. If you don't have a journal and you're just doing it on a piece of paper, do it. This is one that's really easy, where I took a piece of book text and I cut out 2 hearts. And then I put that piece over here over a background that I did, so the hearts peep through. And then I did the other parts over here. So you have, this is my waxed page that I did. I can feel the wax. And as you can see, so I'm going to do it on this page. That's what I'm going to do. So next what I want to do is I want to kind of make her, now you don't have to, look, you can go, let me see, this is my, I have become comfortably numb, but you see what happened? I closed it before, it dried, and it kind of ruined, kind of ripped up some. Like my numb's supposed to be here. So I leave these little pieces in there, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fix it. So I know I had another piece in here. Like this ripped too. I have no patience, that's the problem. But I could I could put it in there, over this weird witch thing. I mean, you see what I'm saying. She could be a friend to this one. That's nice colors coming through. Huh. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just make her a friend here. All right. There you go. So I'm going to link this video, okay, down at the end. I'm going to put it down below, and I'm going to put it at the end of this video. Then you can just click it. And it'll take you right to the video if you're interested on how I got this. I did this and this background. It'll all be there. And like I said, end of the video. And sometimes you can't, if you're on your phone, you can't click the end of the video links. So therefore, I will put it down below. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to take that and set this aside. This is dry, and I'm going to take a ink pad, whatever ink pad you want. Why am I so, is my light out? All right. And then I'm going to take some, I want to go black, I think. Do I? I don't know. Do I want to go black? Or do I want to go maybe something, I don't necessarily, what about gray? Do we want to do gray or black, or do we want to do a color? We want it to stick out, right? This is where I get screwed up with colors. Because I'm like, oh. All right, I think I'm going to do the Distress Oxide in Wilted Violet. I think that's what I'm going to do on it. Okay. I don't know. I can always go over it if I don't like it. And then what I'm going to do is take a piece of foam, kids foam or whatever, because I don't have a lot of strength to push down like I, want to. And I'm just going to go in and coat the whole stamp. And you can see I'm doing it upside down. And this is the color, like a light purple. Okay. And then, as you can see, now I'm not going to worry how, I'm just going in. I'm just going to, now you can be very creative and you could, kind of like, oh, I'm going to put this here and this there and block off different parts and all, but guess what? I'm not. Yeah. And you see how we get that? Because I want it to be pretty. I'm not going too fancy or too jazzy. I'm just doing something. And then I should probably put a little bit in there. Just a little bit. Yeah. Perfect. Now you can take this and go into your art journal if you have, pages maybe that you started with some extra ink or paint or something like that, like I have here. And you can just go in and get the rest of that off and start adding more layers. And you'll be good to go. And this, I have no idea what, you guys always ask me about my stamps. These are so old. I probably got them on clearance because I usually only buy stamps on clearance. And then you can see there's a little bit left on that. If you're fancy and, if you want to see if you can get that off. It comes off, so, on your foam. And yeah, so, anyway, that's that. I'm not going to spend hours. So yeah, okay. It's going to need blackened around it or dark around it. So then I'm going to take something so easy, a glue stick. Now I think my daughter has my other glue stick. So I'm going to have to use this one. But I'm using my nonstick mat. If you don't have it, use a piece of printer paper or newspaper or a magazine even that you don't want or that you cut out of, right? And then just go ahead in and lay some. But you can use your Mod Podge. This isn't, Sometimes you have a half hour, 15 minutes. Maybe the kids are coming home or it's at night. You want to be creative, but you don't want to spend hours sitting and doing anything. So, okay. And it doesn't have to be right in the middle. You can have her over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep her over here. And then we'll put, yeah. And you see, very easy. It goes on there. Now remember, I used the Distress Oxide, so it'll smear a little bit. Not a big deal. It'll dry. I'm not going to worry too much about it. But I am going to take, what kind of marker? I gotta bring my watercolor markers. I think Emily might have them all though. That little stinker. All right. I love these. I love these. I love these. I love these. These are the Pebbles Incorporated chalks. If you've been with me for a while, you've seen me use these millions and millions of times. You could tell they're beat up. They're broke. And they come with like a, I call it a roach clip, but I don't know what it's called. Let me see if I have it in here. This is the metallic cream one, which is, oh, delicious as well. I'll have to do a video using them. Maybe I don't want to mix. I don't know if the cream will necessarily, I guess we'll try. What do we got to lose, right? But yeah, these are on Blitsy as well. I know they have these on sale. Because I was thinking about getting a new powdered one while it was on sale. So this is the metal one. And this is the clip that you get. And it comes in all of them. I think I lost my other one. Or probably the kids were playing with them. Okay, so when they were younger. So you just put that on there. But you can use a Q-tip. You know what I'm saying? And these are actually cream. Well, if I'm going to do these, maybe I'll do the darker purple one down here. So I'm just going to go in. It's just like a cream, like a, you know. And maybe I should wipe a little bit off just to, I just want to go around these edges. That's nice. So it kind of blends in. What about this color? Oh, geez, Kel. Oh, that's nice too. I don't know if you guys can, because I know I'm not in the middle. I'm kind of like all over the place because I got stuff everywhere. Everywhere. Then you can go in with your fingers and blend it a little bit more. But you see how it gives it some, like a little bit of the edge. I think I like it, both of them. Both the colors. I don't know which one I like more. But it kind of gives it shadows. I'm not hating. Not hating on it. Let's try this lighter color mixed. Go up here. Tell you what, I think a Q-tip would be, or cotton swab, whatever. Every time I say Q-tip, somebody says to me, "What's a Q-tip?" I'm like, you know what a Q-tip is. It's, you know, you clean your ears, use it for a oh, cotton swab. Yeah, okay. Whatever. So that is, you know, what I mean, or anything that you have to a cosmetic, you know, makeup sponge. One of these. Let me show you. You know, the wedges that come. You can get at the dollar store for like cheap. Let me know down below. Do you guys shop at the? I know some of you cannot leave your home. That you are kind of stuck at home. Whether you're in a wheelchair or what have you, and you don't get out. But what is your favorite, like, do you go to the dollar store to buy any art supplies, any of you guys? I always look when I'm there. Oh yeah, I like that. That come out really nice. Can you tell the edge? I really like it. I think I like the purple a little better. I'm going to go in just with the slightest bit. Black would have even been good. But right here, I see. I just want it to go. But I honestly, I like the smudge that, you know. I mean, I like putting it down with this, but I like the smudginess. Okay. Yeah. I like it. I like it. I like it. So I'm going to put this away. I'll be playing more of these because these used to be my favorite things. I had another one. I just don't know what happened to it. My husband probably happened to it. Let's face it. Now, I'm going to rinse my brush off. And I just want to see here. All right, it doesn't move. Good. Okay, so now I want to kind of I don't know the face though. I don't know what I want to do on the face. But look, here's where you can do all kinds of fun stuff. You can put a quote here if you have a stamp. Like for instance, I have inspire. So let's take the black. I'll take my archival ink. Now archival inks are permanent. So once they're dry, they don't smudge. Emily's making smoothies and sorry, I had to tell Dave. You know, they don't, you can't re-wet them and they don't smudge kind of thing. So I'm just going to do inspire. Maybe I'll do it this way. Just push it down. These are my favorite stamps. They come in all kinds of words, and this didn't come up at all. They come in all kinds of words and stuff that I love, and I keep looking for them because I love them so much, but I can't find them anywhere. Okay, do it again. Well, that's a little better. I wanted it to be a little bit darker. I can always go back with my marker, but you know, such is life. But you can do that. I have like this little cute little heart. I was playing around making jewelry. I don't know how well you can see it. I can glue that on as a little, you know, little necklace that I want to do. So I will put just a dot of this glue right there to hold it. And then just set that right in. I mean, look how easy. Come on now. And that's just a piece of, get off there because my finger's sticky. My finger's sticky. So it can dry. That's just a piece of my copper metal jewelry making stuff that I've been sitting and playing with. Because I want to make Emily something, and so I had to practice to see. So, but of course, use your Mod Podge or, you know, something thicker. Like I said, this is going to have to sit here and dry. And that's fine. It's going to flip all over right now, I'm sure. So yeah, so this kind of gives you an idea. And then you can go in and, I mean, I'll just use, I think that might be a little too thick for me to use. Let me see. If I can find one of my black markers. Oh, I can use this one. Sorry. I'm going to use this 4400F Marvy color in marker. And this is, you know, in like a brown color. And I can go in. Now, if you're not unsure of yourself, and you're like, oh, I don't know, go in with a light pencil and mark where you want, you know, it to be. I'm going to make it like this, but I think I'm going to make the eyes closed. I don't know. But that's where I'll kind of mark it. I'll mark the middle of the mouth here. And then I can just go in and just kind of draw the lips. And if I draw the eyes like that, to make it close, I'm just going to give her eyelids. And a little nose. Like I said, I'm not going too fancy, but you can really, you guys, I love watching and seeing what you guys do when you guys do my, you know what I mean? Like do stuff like me and you draw and all this and oh, I love it. Then you can go in here and kind of, you know, add little details. You can give her little eyelashes. You know what I'm saying? Give her a nose, color it in. There's that. Arms, leg. You know what I'm saying? Really good. So this is just, like I said, a quick, what can I do? So you can do whatever you want. You can draw whatever you want. You can transfer whatever you want. You can print something out, you know, something copy free from the internet if you want, and print it out and, you know, cut it and add it to whatever. Um, the way I learned years ago was I would draw, and I still do it. I draw on other paper when I'm doing my canvases stuff, and then I glue it on my background, and, you know, so I can kind of make sure it all coordinates and is cohesive and that kind of thing. But yeah, you can do so much. You can give it legs, and I mean, you know, fancy legs. You can make it have shoes, you know, whatever you want. That's it. Hands. Oh, I love it. So let me know what you guys think of this. And if you have cut out from something else and put it on here, have you ever drawn and found something that like you drew and you're like, oh my God, I love it, but what am I going to do with it? I was just sitting and drawing. Well, you can scan it in your computer and then print it out. So you keep the original, which I've done a million times if you saw my computer. And or you can, you know, do something like this, cut it out and put it on a canvas or an art journal or what have you. So I I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I will link this at the end and all my information if you want to follow me, if you want to check out Blitzy, if you want to email me or find me on Facebook or Instagram or wherever, everything is down below. I love you guys so very much. Progress, not perfection. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Share me. I appreciate it. Leave me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.